called to be in worship is, as we just mentioned a few minutes ago, on his head is the word kafir. Allah Azza wa Jalla doesn't have a head like that, and on his head is kafir. So that excludes him from being Allah Azza wa Jalla. Number 3, Ikhwani, is that the people will see him in the dunya. The Sheikh, after in the morning at 11 o'clock, he's dealing with one of the books that we didn't mention yesterday, about the books that talk about the usul of the Minhaj al-Salafi. It's a small book. I think they passed it out by two great Imams of al-Hadith, Al-Imam Abu Zur'a and Al-Imam Abu Hatim, and both of them were Raziyan. They have the book called Aslu Sunnah. Al-Imam Ahmed's book is Usulu Sunnah. Theirs is called Aslu Sunnah. In all of those books, as I mentioned to you yesterday, they mentioned the Dajjal. So he's going to come to the Dajjal, inshallah, in these days. From the Usul of the Sunnah, Al-Iman, and the Dajjal. And from the Usul of the Sunnah, in all of those books, is the point from our Aqidah, is that you have to believe you cannot see Allah in the dunya. Nobody can see Allah in the dunya. No human being has the ability, the power, the might to see Allah in the dunya. In Surah Al-A'raf, Allah Ta'ala mentioned, لما جاء موسى لميقاتنا وكلمه ربه قال ربي أرني أنظر إليك قال لن تراني ولكن انظر إلى الجبل فإن استقر مكانه فسوف تراني فلما تجلى ربه للجبل جعله دكا وخر موسى صاعقا فلما أفاق قال سبحانك تبت إليك. When أول meaning, when Musa went to the mountain of Tur to meet his Lord, and his Lord spoke to Musa, Musa spoke to Allah, Allah spoke to Musa in a way that befits his majesty. Musa asked, Ya my Lord, oh my Lord, allow me to look at you. I want to look at you. Allow that. Allah told him, Len tarani, you will never be able to see me in this dunya. But look over there at the mountain. I'm going to manifest some of myself on that mountain. If the mountain remains and it can handle what I manifest, then you'll be able to see me. So Allah manifested part of himself on that mountain. And Musa looked. When it happened, Musa lost consciousness. When he came through and he woke up, he made tawbah and he said, Subhanaka, glory unto you from being seen. Glory unto you. I make tawbah, and I'm the first of those who believe. In the book of Hadith of Al-Imam At-Tirmidhi, the Nabi said about this incident, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah Azza wa Jal manifested this much of himself. You see this finger right here where this line goes? He said Allah manifested this much of himself on the mountain, and he pointed to this part of the finger, and Musa wasn't able to handle it. Yawm al-Qiyamah, when the horn is blown, everybody in the world is going to be knocked out and lose consciousness. They're going to die. And then the second horn will be blown. The Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will be the first one who will wake up, and when I wake up, I'm going to see Musa already there holding on to the throne of Allah. I don't know if Musa was exempt from going out when the first horn was blown, or he was awakened before me. So the point here is, you will not see Allah Azza wa Jal in the dunya. Allah can only be seen Yawm al-Qiyamah. And when people see Allah Azza wa Jal Yawm al-Qiyamah, it's going to be the biggest ni'mah. Now, I don't want to go into that issue, but it is a very important issue. The fact that we can't see Allah in the dunya is a rahmah to us, because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said between Allah and his creation is a hijab. Wa hijabuhu nur. لو اكتشف أو كشف لاحترقت ما وصل إليه مدى بصره. If that hijab was removed, everything would be destroyed. If that nur wasn't there, the light of Allah's face, his countenance, would destroy the dunya. So the point is, you'll be able to see the Dajjal. So therefore, he can't be, and he will not ever be considered as being Allah Azza wa Jal. Another point, and we're only taking a few of these, is that the Dajjal, Ikhwani, is ajiz. He's an individual who is incapable and unable. And Allah is al-Qawi. Nothing la yu'jizuhu shay. Nothing can prevent Allah from doing what He wants to do. إنما أمره إذا أراد شيء يقول له كن فيكون. If He wants something to say, be and it is. He doesn't have to ask anyone. He doesn't have to, whatever He wants, that's what's going to happen. The Dajjal is not like that. The Dajjal, for an example, he is going to be proven that he can't do everything. We told you yesterday the companion Tamim ad-Dari, he saw a Dajjal and he was tied up. He had chains on himself and he couldn't get out. He started asking questions about a certain well, W-E-L-L. He started asking questions about certain crops of Al-Medina. And every time the companions would answer, he was saying, when that water dries up, I'm coming. When those crops stop coming out, I'm coming out. So he was tied up. No one can tie Allah Azza wa Jalla. Another proof of his inability is there will be a young man, who will go to the Dajjal from the Muslims. And he's going to say to the people and giving dawah and in educating people, he's going to say, hey, you people, listen. This Dajjal, this man right here is the Dajjal. Don't listen to him. He's a liar and he's trying to take you off of your religion. Don't listen to him. The Dajjal will say to the people, if I were to kill this man and give him life again, would you people then believe that I'm your Lord? At this moment, there's still going to be people who are not sure. They're 50-50. Many people will believe in him. Some will run away. And then there will be the 50-50. They don't know. He's going to tell them, if I kill him and bring him back to life, would you believe in him? Believe in me? They say yes. He'll cut the man in half. And then he'll walk between both sides, turn around, and bring him back together after severing his torso. And then he'll say to the people, look what happened. The boy or the man is going to say to the people, now I have no doubt in my mind. It's clear to me, even more than before, that you are the Dajjal. Because that's what the Prophet said was going to happen. You're going to cut somebody in half and bring them back to life by Allah's permission. And that's what happened. Dajjal won't be able to kill him a second time. Just as Umar wasn't able to kill the young boy if he was the Dajjal, because Umar is ajiz. Dajjal won't be able to kill the boy a second time. And he won't be able to kill other people. Not like he just did with this guy, kill him and bring him back to life. Now this is a really important point, because the ulama who protected the sunnah, they're from the ansar of the sunnah, they spread and defend the sunnah. They use this hadith to show the virtues of the sunnah in defending al-Islam. It was the man from Ahl Sunnah, from Ahl al-Hadith. It was the hadith. He said, I have no doubt that you're the Dajjal that the Prophet told us about in his authentic Sunnah. The Quran didn't mention anything about the Dajjal as we mentioned, other than in those indirect ways. In those indirect ways. So all of the incident shows a number of issues, and one of the issues, what we're using it for, is the Dajjal is someone who is ajiz. He doesn't have the ability, if Allah Azza wa Jal put limitations on him, and he has limitations. One of his limitations is what we mentioned. He doesn't have children. He doesn't have the ability. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had limitations. All of his sons died, all of them. He doesn't deserve to be worshipped. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam died himself. He died. Anyone who dies, he's limited. So Allah Azza wa Jal has al-kamal al-mutlaq. Allah is complete from every angle. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is complete as a human being, as far as a human being goes. And this Dajjal, he has a number of limitations. Also, a Dajjal is in need of people. He's in need of people going to follow his army. He's in need of people to help him with what he's going to do. He wouldn't be able to get those other people without cutting the young man in half. The other people seeing that. He needed that man to establish what he was doing. And Allah Azza wa Jalla is not in need. That's one of the meanings of his name, As-Samad. As-Samad means he doesn't need anyone to do anything. To exist, he doesn't need anyone to do anything for him. Lastly, from the many issues that clearly indicate and show that he doesn't deserve to be worshipped, is that from the names and the attributes of Allah is Kareem, and Allah Azza wa Jalla, He is Jawad. Allah is generous. He gives to the Muslim and He gives to the Kafir. He gives to the one who has taqwa. He gives to the one who doesn't have taqwa. He gives to the one who is obedient, one who's not obedient. Whereas Ad-Dajjal, he's only going to give people according to his desires. If you listen to him, you believe in him, you support him, you'll receive. If you don't listen, you don't believe, you don't support, he won't give you anything. You're going to have problems. So Allah is not like that. He is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman, in that his rahmah is for everybody in the dunya. Everybody, without any discrimination. Everybody. And then Yawm al-Qiyamah is Ar-Rahim, only for those people who died on At-Tawheed and they died on Al-Islam. So from those people who also will fight against the Dajjal and repel this issue of his da'wah of the haqq of al-uluhiyah is a tribe of the Arabs who are present today, one of the major tribes of the Arabs, and that is a tribe called Bani Tamim. The Nabi said about them, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, inna ashad al-nasi ala Dajjal Bani Tamim. One of the most difficult people who will give the Dajjal a problem will be the people from Bani Tamim. They're ulama, they're salihun, they're people of a taqwa, they're regular righteous people. And that's one of the hadith that give virtues to this particular tribe over the other tribes of the Arabs. Now it's 7:30, inshallah. We're going to stop now and then for about 15 minutes. We'll have a break for about 15 minutes. And then we'll come back after 15 minutes. And then we'll entertain the Q&A session. هذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Akhi, can you come here for a minute? Yeah, right there.